Reasons you might be a Democrat. If you support border jumpers over our veterans, homeless, and people in need in America, you might be a Democrat. If you don't care if your American streets are safe from rapists, murderers, people that don't even speak English and rather stab you in the face, you might be a Democrat. If you don't care if disease-infested people come into our country untested, unregulated, and just pursue our country, you might be a Democrat. If you support free food, free health care, free housing, free stores to people that are not U.S. citizens, you might be a Democrat. If you support letting illegal aliens come in here so they can steal your children and pawn them off and trafficking, making money off them so they can go be raped in other countries, you might be a Democrat. If you support unsecure borders, you might be a Democrat. If you support killings of millions of unborn babies for no reason other than you're not ready to have a child, you might be a Democrat. If you think kids born with a penis might be a woman, or a child born with a vagina might be a male, you just might be a Democrat. If you support wearing vagina costumes on your head and causing public violence because you didn't get your own way, you might be a Democrat. If you support border jumpers stealing from your neighbors, raping their wives and children because you support no borders, you just might be a Democrat. If you support doing away with our heritage and our whole history and doing away with things we've done traditionally all our lives, you might be a Democrat. If you believe that Santa Claus is a woman or he was black, because truthfully, he was actually a bishop. And he was white. He was very white. And that's not a racist statement whatsoever. I have black friends. But with that being said, you might be a Democrat. If you support high fuel costs, instead, in buying and supporting other countries by buying their fuel, instead of tapping into our own resources, because you don't like Trump, you just might be a Democrat. If you support a 250-pound burly man walking into the bathroom with your 14-year-old daughter because he thinks he might be a woman, you might be a Democrat. These are just some things I think y'all ought to think about as Democrats. It's not Democrat, it's not Republican, it's not anything. People need to pull their heads out of their ass and work together. Wise up. We're all human beings. You have the right to come to this country, but we would appreciate it if you do it legally, so that we're not bringing in diseased, murderers, rapists, and anything else for that matter. By building the wall, you also make it harder for drug smugglers and everything else for that matter. If you don't care about these procedures, you must be a Democrat or a liberal. Thank you for your time. I stand Republic. I stand by my President Trump. Thank you for listening.